my most awesome art students. I've missed you. I think today we should get started like we normally do at school. Let's start with our carpet wrap. Are you ready? Crisscross applesauce. Hands on lap, ginger snap. Back straight, chocolate shake. On my rear, root beer. Lip zipped, Cool Whip. I think today too we should go over the elements of art that we've learned this year. Are you ready? Okay, let's get our arms up. We're going to start with line, shape, color, baby, color, value, and texture. This week we are continuing to learn about texture. What is texture? Well, as we've learned, texture is the way a picture looks or feels. And also today we're going to learn about a famous artist who really loved to use texture. His name is Vincent van Gogh. And here is a picture of Vincent van Gogh. Vincent was a Dutch painter, and he loved to draw as a child, kind of like some of you like to draw as a child. When he grew up, he became a famous painter. He liked to use lots of really thick paint. That means he puts a lot of paint on his paper, and he liked to use fancy lines and lots of bright colors. He is one of the most famous painters in the world. And he painted a most awesome painting. And it's called Starry Night. And I have a picture of that. This is a picture of Starry Night. If you look at the painting closely, I'll try to get up here as close as I can. What elements of art do you see in the painting that we've learned about? I see lines, lots of fancy swirls and lines in the sky. I see shapes. I see some circles he used for stars and a moon and the shape of a tree and some houses and some mountains. And I see colors. I see blues. I see some yellow, orange, black for the tree, with also some other colors mixed in. Don't you think it's a beautiful painting? I do. So today, we are going to create our own Starry Night painting. So first, we need to gather our materials that we'll need for our art class today. So what we'll need first is 2 paper plates. We're going to need some foil. We're going to need some Q-tips. And then we're also going to need a fork. Now here's some optional things that we can do. That means you can do them or not do them. It's up to you and if you have the items at your home. Silver stars. I don't have any. So what I decided to do was get some yellow construction paper and I cut my own stars. And I also cut a moon. These are some things that you want to do before you start your painting. Get these things all in order and of course a glue stick to glue your stars and moon on. Also, the Starry Night picture that I had, I ran it off on my computer, so maybe mom or dad could go type in Starry Night and run one off on your computer for you to look at while you paint, and then they can print it. All right, let's get started. Okay, first off, you're going to tear off a piece of foil that is a little bit larger than your paper. You your paper. I made mine quite a bit larger. So I'm going to set it down. I'm going to put the paper on top of the foil. I'm going to fold the edges over. That's what I'm doing right now. You can help Mommy and Daddy do this, or Mommy and Daddy can have this ready for you. We're creating a surface for our painting. I've got my edges done, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. And this is what your surface is going to look like when you get done. And I want you to look at this surface. And we're talking about texture. That's our art word for today, texture. Let's look at that. What do you see? What do you see on this? Well, I see shiny. My foil is very shiny. That's the kind of texture I see. The texture I feel on this paper is it's very soft and smooth. That's the texture we'll be using today. Okay, next you're going to grab your paper plate and you're going to put your colors of paint around. 5 or 6 different colors of paint. You can choose whatever you want. I tried to choose some that look like the colors in the picture, but you don't have to. You can do any colors that you like and just put some dabs around the edge. Mommy can help you with this. Okay, next thing what you'll need is your Q-tips. Quite a few Q-tips. You're going to place your Q-tips on your other paper plate. That way when you're going to use your Q-tips like a brush, you'll be dipping in your paint, and when you get done, you can just put your dirty Q-tips right there on the other side of the plate. So that's what we have there. Also, you want to get your fork ready and to be sitting kind of by where you're going to be doing. So you'll be ready after you've painted, then you can start using your fork to create texture. Just as a suggestion, I'm going to show you 2 different ways how to do this paintings. The first way would probably be best for the 18 months through the 2s, but if all the other ages would like to do it this way, that's fine too. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to do the first way. So you're going to look at your surface of your painting. You will get your Q-tips and you'll dip them in the paint. And you'll just start swirling and painting with all different colors. Say you pick blue, you're swirling and painting, making different lines maybe, feeling the texture of the paper with your Q-tip. Maybe you want to add another color, and maybe you want to put that color on top of the other color, and then you can add some more colors. So you have a nice, beautiful picture with lots of different colors, lots of the ways that you used your Q-tip by turning it, making it skip across the paper, things like that. Then after you're done doing all that kind of work, then what you might want to do, I'm going to get my colored one here and show you what I've done. Then maybe what you want to do is get your fork after that and see how it glides through the paint and watch all the different textures and move your fork around. Make it circle, make it go straight, make it go up and down. And you'll be creating all kinds of wonderful texture. And then you might want to go back to the paint and paint some more. And then you might want to go back to the fork until you're finished and have a beautiful starry night picture. If you've decided to make the moon and the stars, then you can get your glue stick and start gluing the stars on there and the moon. So that's up to you, or you can just leave it like this. That's the first way. Now the second way to do it for maybe the older children would be to get your starry night picture that you printed out, and you might want to start noticing all the different things in this starry night picture. If you want to make a starry night idea, get some ideas and make your own starry night by using these ideas. So what you might do is you might get some blue paint and then start making the mountains right here. Okay, first you're going to make the mountains. You see how the sky separates the mountains. So you make the mountains in one color, and then maybe you might add another color, blue, to make all the sky that meets up to the mountains. So you get that painted. You might want to add some yellow for the stars, or whatever colors you want to do. And you might want to add some orange. And we're making our paint very thick. This is a time where you can choose to add lots of paint to your picture, just like Van Gogh did. And then you're going to use your Q-tips, and you might make some swirls in the sky. We might make some of those, and I'm going to go back to the one I did right here. And as you can see, I've got my mountains, I painted the sky, I painted some stars, added lots of color to it. And then I had a tree cut out in black construction paper, which your mommy can help you do, or your daddy. And you can glue that on the front, and then you have your very own Starry Night picture. So I'm going to show you the two ways right here. We have this way or this way. You take your pick. Either one is awesome. Well, you have fun with that. And let's remember our art word for today is texture. And I'll see you next week.